today? September 10th, 2015. So my daughter tries to sneak out on a mid-afternoon date today, and I would just happen to be pulling up and she's sneaking out. Of course, I saw the dude sitting in the car before I left out front, and I knew she was up to something, so I just made my run and came right back, and she was late as usual, and she got busted. So that's what type of day I've been having. Anyway, let's talk about Facebook advertising in particular. Facebook advertising has taken a nosedive as far as I'm concerned. The quality of the feeds has gone down considerably. I mean, at one time you could go to Facebook and you would get 80% of your posts from a fan page would make it to their destination. Now, if you have 100 fans, maybe only 20 of them will get it. If you have 1,000 fans, the maximum that you ever see is about 100 people to actually receive your post. And so as far as investments go, for small companies or small businesses who are saying, look, well, I'm investing in a friend campaign or a like campaign, I would tell you that email is considerably better. Investing in direct traffic or finding a way to integrate the small percentage of people that do receive your posts on Facebook, so that they know that they can get up to date, or they can stay up to date by joining your email list. Because your email list, 100% of the people are going to get 100% of what you send out 100% of the time, unless it ends up in their spam folder. And that's a way better average. So if you're spending 35 cents per friend and you buy 100 friends, it's $35, right? So out of that $35, you really didn't spend 35 cents a friend. You really spent more like 70 cents, because that's the amount of reach that you're getting for each one. So it really doesn't add up. Even though I will do a campaign like that to increase activity, I will do a campaign like that to increase exposure. It does work for localized exposure, like if you're trying to get a group of people in a certain area to come to a restaurant, for a local restaurant or a local service business, it works good. But if you have a company where your customers are scattered all over the country, like a web company or a drop shipping company or something like that, it can kind of work against you because of the reach of the posts. Dollar for dollar, it's about as cheap as you can get for quality traffic. But reach wise, you do get that initial exposure. And if their behavior pattern suggests that they read your post, or they spend more time on your post, then you will get more engagement. But typically what I see is that they've been limiting the amount of people that the posts reach. So dollar for dollar right now, minute for minute, I like IG. Instagram works if you have time to do all the hashtags and figure out what's working. Twitter still works. YouTube definitely works. For those people who aren't afraid of the camera and things like that, I would suggest YouTube. Always YouTube. And you spend a similar amount of money per ad display. The only difference is Facebook gives you 3 seconds and they count it as a view, and Google gives you 30 seconds and then they count it as a view. So if you spend 5 cents per video view on Facebook, and you're spending 5 cents per video view on Google, guess which one is winning? Right, Google is definitely winning, because Facebook, you have to dig a little bit deeper and you have to go into your video analytics, your video engagement in your management or your control panel, your management panel on Facebook, and you'll see how many people are watching your video to what percentage. I also noticed that I get a higher percentage of people that watch 100% of the view 100% of the video on Google more than they do on Facebook. Facebook is kind of, you probably do have 3 seconds on Facebook to catch their attention, and if you don't catch their attention within that 3 seconds, you're gone forever. And say they click or something, they go to another page, and then they come back to Facebook, they come back to their timeline, you may or may not appear on their timeline for the second time. Have you noticed that? That if you have a post on, and it's like 3 down from the top, or the top post, and then you click to another section of your page or someone else's page to take a look, and you come right back to your page within like one, as soon as you click off and click back, the arrangement of the posts are different. The arrangements, the way they are arranged is different. It's not in the same order. You can't say, okay, I'm going to go right back to that post, because that post may or may not be there because of the way that they are delivering the post now, and the way that they're distributing the information. I don't know whether you call it their post engine. People have had names for it, but for whatever reason, that's what they do. So for someone who owns a web property, I will always suggest that you build out your own web property, and that you use Facebook, Instagram, and all the third-party platforms as a secondary broadcast point. So for instance, you would use, for instance, whatever you post on your main page would then get syndicated to Facebook, would then get syndicated to your Twitter page, would then get syndicated to your Instagram. Instagram doesn't really do syndication right now, and neither does Google Plus really. But that's the primary way to go. Also, email is still the king. There is no one that is above email right now, especially as far as customer retention and control. See, what I steer my clients towards is total self-sufficiency, where you don't need Google. You don't need Google. You don't need to spend 40 hours a week trying to SEO, because that doesn't really work anymore. You don't need to spend all this time trying to build an audience on IG. If you tag it properly in your blog or on your website, when it shows up in syndication, the tags will follow it. The tags will follow, and the tags will show up on YouTube, Facebook, and the rest of those, Tumblr, and the 10,000 other platforms that want to section off a piece of your market. And that's exactly what happens. The market is so segmented right now that it's hard to reach people. There's people that are only on Instagram. There's people that are only on Facebook. There's people that are on all of them. There's people that prefer Tumblr, and they're only on Tumblr all the time. And for me, I almost never find myself on Tumblr. So somebody who's advertising on Tumblr or marketing on Tumblr will just about never get to me unless they syndicate to a platform that I'm on. I try to stay away from the third-party platforms because they're hype and they're faddish, and they come and they go, and they change their rules whenever they feel like it. That's the same reason why I don't use YouTube as my video distribution network anymore, because they changed the rules on me. And see, I used to have an AdSense account, and I was making maybe 35 cents a week when AdWords first started on Google, and I actually got banned for something. The way that I was sending traffic and working my traffic got me banned back then, but now they actually encourage it, and my AdWords is still banned on there. Of course, I have another AdWords account that I can put on there, but I won't do it. Why would I even do it? In fact, I removed most of my videos off of there, because even though you get the traffic, it's not your traffic. It's not your traffic. Those aren't your customers. Those are YouTube's people, and they will change the rules however they see fit to suit their business model. They have goals that are different from your goals. So you can't get upset when they change the rules in the middle of the game, because that's what they do. It's their platform. They can do whatever they want. It's their infrastructure. You don't pay 1 penny for all those stupid videos that you have up, and they distribute it for you for free, and in exchange they take a little bit of their customers and they advertise to them. So they're kind enough to allow you to not have advertisement if you don't want it right now, but how long will that last? So I honestly would say, first and foremost, build your own platform. That is the most important thing ever. Secondly, build your email list. That is almost as important as the first. If you don't have your own platform, you should still build your email. I would put build your email list first, no matter what it is that you do. But if you have a platform, that's your next step. You know, you can go get Aweber, or you can use whatever comes with your web hosting or whatever, but just do it. Have a way to be able to contact these people when you need them, or when you want to sell them something, or when you just want to communicate. It doesn't make sense to make Google and YouTube richer and not have anything to show for it afterwards. So if your advertising budget is $1,000 a month, I would not suggest. I don't put $1,000 of the people's advertising budget on a third-party platform like that. I would honestly, what I do is I'll build a funnel, have a funnel that's fed by a traffic network, a CDN, a traffic network, and have direct traffic sent to that landing page, to that capture page, that email capture page. And I'll also at the same time, in conjunction in whatever market that I'm working in, for instance, if I'm working in Florida or Miami, working with somebody that's in Miami, then I'll target the areas in Miami that's close to them on Facebook, YouTube, Google, Twitter, and I'll saturate that one area at one time, so they can. That's the only way that you can really build a buzz for a company. Because yeah, I want it to go viral, but more importantly, I want it to go word of mouth viral, where people are saying, have you seen this ad by such and such company? Yeah, I saw that. Blah, 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 blah. And they're talking about it verbally. That's where I want the virility to occur, verbally. I don't necessarily want it on likes, because I can't eat likes. I can't take likes to the restaurant. But what I want is conversions. I want my people to get conversions. For my own businesses, my focus is on conversions. You know, if I only get 100 visitors to my site a day, that's fine, as long as some of them convert. You know, you can get 20,000 people to your site every day and never get a conversion. In fact, I've done campaigns where I've spent almost $1,000 and not have a single conversion. So yeah, or a single email enrollment or anything. So they come, use my bandwidth, watch all my videos, and nobody buys anything. Now, is that a problem with the traffic? Possibly. Is that a problem with my funnel? Possibly, but probably not, because I've been using that same funnel. The same funnel has been working for years. Well, not for years, but for months. So the funnel has been successful. So it's either in the selection, or you have poorly targeted traffic. And that's another thing we want to get into, is targeting your traffic. Now, you can go do a broad range target on any of these platforms, because they pretty much all operate the same. And you'll get a lot of feedback. But how many people are converting? How many people are joining your list? What's your click-through rate? How many people are actually clicking on how many people are actually visiting one page? What's your bounce rate? Take a look at those things and figure out what it is that you need to do in order to bring that up. I will say Facebook works very well for local service-based industries, because you can market within a 1 or 2 mile radius, 5 mile radius, and you can pick up a lot of new people that will be on your timeline, that will stay on your timeline. Because really, as a small business, all you want to do is kind of give people a reminder or a nudge that you're still there. And they drive by you every day. They see your store open. They see people going in and out. They go to the store next to your store, but it might just not be time to get your nails done. They might not be ready to get a haircut yet. So they don't come in. But when they do, when it gets about that time for a haircut, you just want to give them that nudge and say, okay, oh, remember such and such nails? Oh, okay, yeah, they are They're right around the corner. I just saw them on Facebook the other day. So that's what the, oh, I just saw them on my timeline. Let me go by there. I like their work. They always do good work. I see it on, I can go through and look conveniently without searching. Scroll down my timeline, find something from them, and take a look at it. Go to their page and look at what they've been posting lately. So that's just my tip for today. Take a few minutes, think about it, figure out your campaigns, and I hope everybody is successful at what they're trying to do. Catch you next time.